What a season we've just had. It's time for our extra time video. Hello guys and welcome to Dreaming is Possible here with Chesterfield, and yes, what a season we've just had. I mean, like, as you can see, it's all laid out here for you. Premier League winners, runners-up in the Champions League, winners of the FA Cup, winners of the Carabao Cup. I mean, absolutely incredible. Can we top it? Probably in the future. I can't see it like happening like next season. I'm sure a lot of teams will have cottoned on to how we play and stuff like that, so we might have to adjust a few things. Who knows? But yeah, maybe in the future, like, that's a possibility. Who knows? Like, but yeah, what a season. The 2026-27 season will go down like in Chesterfield's history, most definitely. Right then, well, you know how we finished and stuff like that, don't you? Like, I mean, we're going to get into obviously how the other leagues and stuff finish as well. You know about obviously the Champions League final, and you know about all the finals, don't you, including the Europa League. So I won't go through those because you've already seen them. If you haven't, you need to go back and watch those guys. But yeah, let's delve in here. We've got some emails that came in with regards to best 11s, all that sort of thing, training camp destinations, all those sort of things. So I'll quickly just show you end of season awards. Ollie Clay is the fans' favourite. 50% of the fans think he is our player of the season, with Felipe Cruz coming in at 20%, Carl Warner at 18%. So Ollie Clay there, yeah, out in front by a mile. Goal of the season is Charlie's. We'll have a look at that in just a sec. Dayata Upamecano is our signing of the season. Yeah, you know what I mean? He's been an absolute rock at the back, hasn't he? He's been superb, like a great signing for us. And then Ollie Clay's picked up young player of the season as well. So let's have a quick look at Charlie's goal then. So here it is, as he picks it up here. This was against Leeds, and he just surging from his own half, cuts inside, goes through the middle here, still going, and then just blasts it in the bottom corner. No one really cutting him down, but what a great individual goal it was from Charlie, and that is what the fans have voted for as goal of the season. Right, club expectations going forward. Well, yes, the board are not being very understanding, are they? They want everything. They still want us to play in our normal attacking possession, high tempo. I get that, that's fine. Work within a budget, yeah, I'm fine with that. Expand the stadium, well, there we go. I mean, that's kind of not for me to do, that's for them to do, but yeah, it looks like we're going to get an expansion of the stadium. It does say within the 5-year plan, so I'm not sure if that's going to be this season or whatever, but yeah, I think a lot, with our success, I think we'll probably have picked up the odd few fans here and there, but yeah, here is the big one. For the end of next season, they want us to be challenging for the Premier League. I'm fine with that one. The next one is a minimum requirement is to reach the final of the Champions League again. I think that, to be honest, is a little bit, come on, and it's that's a minimum requirement, you know what I mean? And they expect that to be, happening, and I'm like, that's just mad. But the season after, they want us to win the Premier League, and then literally they want us then to keep winning the Premier League. I mean, okay, I mean, yeah, I can understand that, but you think all these would be challenging to win the Premier League, not just go and win it, all the time. I mean, yeah, it's not that easy. I think the board of need to realise there are other teams in this league, But anyway, yeah, tough from the board. Will I be Chesterfield manager? Who knows? There's going to be some discussions, I got a feeling, if we're not going to meeting up to those standards. So yeah, I'm hoping that the players will back me, and they did this season. Will they continue to? Let's find out as as the season will unfold. Is the injury list again? I quite like this. I look at this, I just don't know if you guys, no one's really commented on this one. I'll just quickly show you, but here is the injury list of players and stuff that we've had throughout the campaign. You can pause if you want, and have a look at them. I mean, I don't know if you're that bothered, to be honest, but I quite have a look at it and just seeing which players are they continually getting injured all the time, and maybe I look at this and think, maybe we should shift them on because they're too busy being on the physio table than they are like on the pitch. So that's the only reason why I kind of have a look at it. Champions League award was announced. Timo Horn was the goalkeeper in the Champions League. He was voted as like number 1, which is good. Felipe Cruz was voted as the best defender. We didn't get like we got Kyle Warner in there as the midfielder, but it was Thiago Dantas of Liverpool that actually won that one. And then Dagrun Beskogen wins the forward. So we've done pretty well, like considering, like, so that was really good to see. And we've got obviously our training camp to decide on. They're saying about going like to Germany. I'm thinking maybe like go somewhere different. So maybe the United States, China, Hong Kong, Singapore. Yeah, let's go to the United States. We'll go over there and see how things are over there. The best 11 over time and stuff, it keeps changing. There's some players in here that you'd be like thinking that's a bit strange that they're in there and stuff. I thought that as well, but again, I'm not going to go through it too much. If you want to pause it and have a look, and if you've been watching the season from like the start and everything, then you'll understand like some of these players and that. And it's a bit of a strange one that some of the players that you'd think would be in there are not in there, but yeah, that's apparently this is like our overall best 11 squad, but there we are anyway. Right, let's move on then to like seeing what the other leagues in Europe and stuff like that, how they finished. So we know how that obviously the Premier League finished and stuff. I just want to like see the Championship, because obviously we're going to be seeing the teams that are going to be coming up into the Premier League. Wolves won the Championship, so they'll be coming up. Aston Villa and Fulham are the others, so they're all going to be in the Premier League for next season. In Spain, it's Real Madrid that win the La Liga and win it quite convincingly, actually. 10 points clear of Atletico, and as far as I'm aware, I think Real Madrid won it for a while. Oh no, they won it last season. It was last season when they hadn't won it for a while, but yeah, so they've done it back to back, like, you know what I mean? So congratulations to them. In France, well, yeah, we know it's going to be, don't we? Yeah, it's PSG, but it's getting closer. Only 4 points this time, separating them from Monaco. So yeah, that's interesting. Normally they're way out in front, but it's actually Monaco and PSG are actually miles ahead of like Lyon in third. You know what I mean? Like that's a hell of a jump there. Like and as for Rennes, who they are in fourth, like wow, it's like 30 odd points difference between first and and fourth. That's mad, isn't it? Like you know what I mean? But there we go. That's the French league. In Serie A, it's AC Milan that are champions there, and we can see that Juventus, Roma are in there. We also see Lazio, but Lazio would have got into the Champions League as well because they won the Europa League by beating Manchester City. Borussia Dortmund in Germany, that is who are the winners there by 1 point ahead of Bayern. And so when was the last time Dortmund actually won it? No, that's not it. Oh, they won it last season. There you go. But it was like, yeah, it was a hell of a run for Bayern, wasn't it? Like, you know what I mean? But little Leverkusen in there just sort of like, upsetting their little sort of like run, wasn't it? But yeah, Bayern were just like absolutely dominant from 2012 onwards. And we'll just have a look at Portugal. The reason I do is because, like I say, we've got quite a few Portuguese players in the side, and Rodolfo, who watches as well, is Portuguese. And it's Benfica that win in Portugal quite convincingly ahead of Sporting. So I normally go through players that from viewers and stuff like that watched and stuff, but there hasn't been any comments from anybody, so I don't think anybody out there that originally wanted to be in the game watches anymore. I don't know. If you do, you need to let me know down in the comments, because I've not heard from anybody in such a long time, and so that is why I'm not going to go through everyone's individual player and stuff like that. But I just wanted to show you an overall showing of the squad depth and who we've got in what positions, and maybe there's areas that we can maybe strengthen. But as you can see, we're pretty strong in pretty much every area on the field. I mean, I suppose the areas that are sort of screaming as is possibly the DM position, because obviously we've got Naya not there at all. Drea and Neto are completely mix those two names up there, but we've got those two in there, but that's really it. I mean, we got others that can play there, but so there's a possibility of maybe a possible signing there of a DM. And the same goes for goalkeeper. I mean, we've got obviously Jeff is out on loan at the moment, so he's going to be coming back, and looks like he's done pretty well out on loan, because he's now challenging Timo Horn, and Timo's getting on a bit now. He's 34, but I still think that he could definitely, do as well for in this season coming up. What happens regarding Jeff, I don't know. What happens regarding Rodolfo, because these players now must be getting on where are they? They're 24 years of age. They're coming into the prime now. Yeah, and Rodolfo's 25. Definitely coming into their prime, and they might want to play for a different club. Don't want to be on the bench. Don't want to be the cup goalkeeper. Do you know what I mean? I'm sure their agents and stuff will be contacting me at some point. But there we are. But just to give you sort of an overview of our squad depth, we're looking pretty good. And like I say, regarding players and signings and stuff like that in pre-season and everything like that, the only reason that it would probably happen is if one of these players definitely wants to leave and a big bid comes in, and then obviously I've got to replace him. But apart from that, I don't think there's literally any sort of signings we're probably going to be making, and we'll see. I mean, obviously you'll see in Monday's episode when I do obviously the start of season 9. Yes, season 9, guys. Wow. But there we are, and I don't think there's much more to go through, to be honest. I mean, if there is, please let me know down in the comments, guys. If you want to see certain stuff. You're being very quiet of late regarding the comments and everything like that. So it's very hard for me to judge what you guys want to see. You know what I mean? So it'd be nice if you'd let me know down in the comments. But I'll just show you how many players are actually out on loan. Here we go with regards to those players and stuff like that are out there, and they might be challenging to get in. I mean, I've seen about a DM. I've just seen there, David Greenhalgh. He is actually a viewer and stuff like that. He can play in the DM, so yeah, I could probably use him rather than sign anyone. His current ability is not fantastic, but he's got a great potential, and if I give him some game time, then obviously his current ability will improve. So maybe we'll give him some not send him out on loan this time. And if you're watching, David, keep you at the club this time and play you maybe in some cup games and stuff like that to give you some game time. We'll look at that as a possibility. But there we are, guys. But thank you so much as always for tuning in. Massively appreciate it. That. And stay safe out there. And I will catch you, like I say, on Monday for brand new season 9, talking about pre-season, how all that's gone. Take it easy. I'll catch you on the next one. Stay from Mumongu Gaming, signing off. Cheers.